All right, so Brett's going to be posting the minutes in the chat for January 25th. Kevin, do we have December 7th, our last meeting minutes?
I wasn't at that meeting, so I'm not sure who has them.
All right, so we're going to postpone December 7th. January 25th meeting, or minutes, excuse me, are in the chat. We'll be in the chat momentarily. If there's no objections, we'll go ahead and postpone December 7th and so next week. You were saying something, Brett?
Just the minutes are in the chat now.
Okay. So let's see them. Did anybody else see the minutes?
Yes.
I can't see them for some reason.
Yeah, I don't see them. So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and just send out. We'll go ahead and send out the minutes for last week's meeting, just in case if people can't view them in the chat. I'll go ahead and send them out after this meeting. So if there's no objections, we'll go ahead and, like I said, postpone December 7th until next week. Okay, hearing none, seeing none. Those have been postponed until next week. We'll move on to chair's message. Hello, everybody. This is our second meeting. Welcome back for everybody that is new who's joined us. I'm glad you guys can make it. Super excited. I can't wait until we get back on ground. I kind of miss campus. Don't have too much for chair's message today. So I'll just go ahead and move on to Brett, the advisor's message.
So I just have a few things. I know I talked with one of you, you're back on ground taking a hard to convert class. Those resumed on yesterday, Monday. So I hope those are going well for folks. I talked to someone on campus today. More cars in the parking lot, so they were pretty excited to see students. The rest of the on-ground classes still on track for February 22nd. So that's 3 weeks away. So try to weather this storm of being at home still and taking classes. And if your classes are going to be on ground in February, that day should be pretty interesting because everyone's coming back, not just staff and students. So it could be a little crazy, but you know, it is what it is right now in this crazy world. So there's that. We talked last week about club day. We have a date. I did not send the email out to the clubs yet, only because we don't have a time. And I wanted to kind of give them a time frame. So I know it's on the agenda today, so we'll talk about that. But I will send that email out today to the 14 active clubs and the 2 that are going to be chartered officially today. Last thing is just for anyone that's interested in lobby day, even though it's kind of Senate's purview, anyone's welcome to participate in that. And we're doing a training on this Friday from 1 to 2. It's on Zoom. I can send the Zoom link to anyone that's interested. But that training will entail how to lobby with your state legislator. So we'll be going over that with Folsom Lake College, Sac City, and I think Cosumnes is going to be there, although I'm not sure. So I'll be running that training along with Hannah Blodgett, who's the Dean of Student Services at Folsom. So for anyone that's interested, come through. I can get you the Zoom link. And I won't bore you with all the registration dates for summer and fall, but I did get those. So if anyone's interested in that, shoot me a message and I can email you those. Has all the dates for when the summer schedule comes out, when the fall schedule comes out, and registration deadline or days. So that's all I have. Hang tight in there. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hopefully this surge is going down soon. And with that, Mark, I'll give it back to you.
Awesome, thank you very much. So we'll go ahead and move on to public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the clubs and events board on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken in order to extended discussion of any items on the agenda. The ASB Clubs and Events Board may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact ASBK President or the item of discussion be placed on a future agenda. At this time, do we have any public comment? All right, hearing none, seeing none. Go ahead and move on to appointments and swearing in. We have no appointments and swearing in. Move on to unfinished business. There's no unfinished business. Move on to new business. Item 10.1, virtual club day planning. At this time, I'm seeking a motion to discuss item 10.1.
I move to speak on 10.1 virtual club day planning.
I second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Would you like to go ahead and speak on item 10.1 or pass it on?
Sure. I think Brett already had a question regarding maybe what time would be a good time. First of all, I just want to make sure that we had switched it to the 24th. No. What day do we have it again, Brett?
I think it was the 24th, correct?
24th. I might have said 25th in my message. It's 24th. It's Thursday.
Okay, 24th, so Thursday. Okay. Well, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe something like 11 to 2. I'm not sure what our time frame or how it was last year. I wasn't able to actually be on a booth because of classes during that time. But I think at least having something in the morning and something towards noon. Usually noon is when students have maybe lunchtime or a break where they can probably hop on. But yeah, that's just a suggestion.
All right. I'm actually kind of liking that timeline. Anybody else have any suggestions on time and what times would be best?
I have a suggestion. I tutored this semester and last semester. I tutored in the morning last semester and tutored in the evening this semester. And I got a lot more students this semester in the evening compared to the morning. And so I feel like it would be better maybe noon till later.
Okay. So I know we're not gonna, and I'm wondering if possibly if we can break it up into two, you know, to kind of be equal about, you know, everybody's schedules and such. Brett, do you think that could be a possibility?
It's possible. I think the harder challenge will be to get clubs to commit to both times.
Right, and then that's an option. And maybe we can word it, context it as there's two different time slots. You know, please attend at least one. I'm wondering if that would be to kind of keep it open for everybody's, you know, schedules and such. You know, maybe like 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 ish, maybe. What does everybody think about that? If not, I'll talk at once.
You're thinking about, yeah, I think that's a good option. I mean, letting clubs decide. I mean, if they're able to have commit to 2.
Right, you know, just and let them know that they if they want to, they can join both. You know, I would say so. If everybody's in agreement, I would say 11 to 1 and 4:30 to 6:30.
Sounds good to me.
How about everybody else on the board? Does that sound good as far as keeping it up, you know, keeping it open for 2 different times from 11 to 1 and then 4:30 to 6:30?
It was 4:30 to what time?
6:30?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
If
sounds,
everybody's in agreement, to that, can I get some thumbs up? Cool, look at that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Awesome. So that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and set the time for February 24th. And we'll do 11 to, what did we say, 1?
yes.
Yeah, 11 to 1. And then we'll do 4:30 to 6:30. So February 24th from 11 to 1 and 4:30 to 6:30 will be the virtual club day. And then Brett said he's going to send out an email to all the clubs. I will try to reach out and see if we can get it into like the Beaver Bites or some type of publication, digital publication. I'm not sure if Scott Crow or the team that's handling that will be able to accommodate that. Hopefully they can. But I'm pretty sure we can possibly send an internal email to all the faculty and staff if that's possible. Brett, is that possible?
Yeah. So with being the 25th, let's see, the 21st is when, so Beaver Bites usually come out on Monday mornings. And the 21st, we're off for President's Day. So it would be Tuesday, the 22nd.
That's
So-
Washington's birthday too.
Yeah. So I think that would be good to have it on there. And then the other thing I was going to add, the home-based coaches already know about Club Day. But what we would need, what would really help the home-based coaches is a flyer that we could put on Canvas, Instagram, Discord, with the Zoom link. So I can do the Zoom link, but we would need a flyer. So I don't know if anyone wants to do that, but that's what the home-based coaches can send to the students.
Okay, so today is the 1st. And then, so if we come back a week from now, it'll be the 8th. And then you can send it out on the 8th. And will that be enough time to get it put in to everywhere if we get a flyer back by the 8th, by next week? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that would be the perfect timing. Because then you have all next week, the short week after that, and then the days leading up to the event. Like that Tuesday and Wednesday is really when you got to push it because students will forget over a 4-day weekend. So will staff.
Okay. So do we have any volunteers or any graphic designers in the room? No? Okay.
Chair,
I can do it. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what exactly did you want on the flyer? Because if
Probably
you can
our
give me all the
logo.
information,
Yeah,
I can
probably
do
our
it.
logo. I would definitely say our, the ASB logo, the beaver, and something contexting, virtual club day, all clubs are welcome. Just some simple context so that way it's not 1,000 words to have to read. Basically just bullet points. This day,
Oh.
this time, here's the Zoom link. This is what we're doing. Please join.
Okay. Well, I can help if you need help with that, as long as I can just, oh, I can see Brett. Yeah. Yeah, as long as I have that information, I can put something together.
There you go. Brett's gonna send the information, and then if you want to send that to me before the meeting, before next week, that's fine. Or whenever you get it done, and then we will share it on next week's meeting. I'll let you present it. I'll put it on the agenda. I'm gonna write my note right now. I'll put it on the agenda for next week, so that way you can kind of share the flyer, and if we all agree, then we can go ahead and just send it out from there. Are there any questions, comments?
Are we gonna have a theme for this club day?
I'm thinking it's Valentine's month, so we can possibly base it around, we just want to share the love. Share the love. There you go.
And then what materials do you think we're gonna need?
What materials?
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
I feel like with it being 3 weeks away, we have to start planning it now. So we don't really have the time to be like, oh, let's make a flyer and come back next week, because by then we'll have 2 weeks left. So we need to figure out what our materials are so we can start getting them. Even though I think it's virtual, so it shouldn't be that hard to get it together, but that's just my thought on that.
Okay. Brad, do you have any suggestions on kind of materials and stuff like that? Or what can we do? Can we purchase some on ground the bookstore cards
Well,
again?
the bookstore now is independently owned. It's not in-house. So that's how we were able to get those gift cards, because it was in-house.
Can we still do a PO on it?
Their purchasing is a little different. That's been one of the holdups with the new textbook vouchers. So
And we won't have enough time to do
I
it.
just don't know if I'll have them ready by February 25th, knowing the how
Yeah.
long things take.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm wondering, can we host some type of I'm just trying to think. I'm wondering if we can host some type of game or do some type of something fun to incentivize, everybody from joining, but let them know that it could be possible time frame as far as getting them a card from the bookstore or some type of voucher. I don't know if we want to open that can of worms and not be able to fulfill it.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have swag, we do have merch. We can kind of say this many bags of merch will be given away. And then we can just coordinate with, I'm just trying to think how we can utilize all of our stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, it might be, let me work on that this week. Oh, it's a busy week. It might be easier to just get them a hoodie, a t-shirt or something, and find their size, and I can buy it and C.A.E.B can just reimburse me. It might be easier that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I just yeah, there's a lot of
because I want to
scenarios
put a
to play
limit.
out
We
there.
want to put a limit on it. We don't want to sit there and say that we're going to be spending $2,000 on hoodies and t-shirts and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to do
Let
a
me
trivia.
let me work on that with the bookstore. All my contacts at the bookstore no longer work there, so I will be on ground next Monday. So I'll walk over there and talk to their manager, supervisor, whoever, and see what we can figure out.
All right, sounds good. So then hopefully we'll be able to have some type of clarity on next Tuesday.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Any other questions? Nope. All right. Hearing none, seeing none. We'll go ahead and move over to item 10.2, which is Club Charter, Ship and Engineering Club. Seeking a motion to speak on item 10.2.
I move to speak on item 10.2.
Do I have a
I
second?
second.
Awesome. It's been moved and seconded. So this time shall be reserved to discuss and potentially take action on chartering Ship and Engineering Club. If there are no objections, we'll go ahead and officially charter Ship and Engineering Club. Okay, hearing none, seeing no objections, Ship and Engineering Club are officially chartered as a recognized club for clubs and event sport at American River College. All right, we'll move on to next item on the agenda. Committee reports. At this time, we don't have any committee reports. Move on to next item, board member reports and or announcements. This time is reserved for board members to inform the board about relevant campus-wide events and to report any pertaining committee progress activities. A time of 3 minutes per report shall be observed. Do we have any board member reports and or announcements?
Chair, yes, I do.
Recognized.
So I just wanted to talk about project that I've been talking about regarding Los Rios students and alumni. It's building a CubeSat, so it's basically a miniature satellite, and we are basically looking for any students that are interested. You don't have to be a STEM major, because we also need, for example, marketing. We need people, with business that are majoring in business, for example. So basically, we're just looking for students who are just interested in, showing their knowledge into the project. I'm going to go ahead and share the flyer on the Discord for the ARC ASB channel. And I will also go ahead and just share it in all the other clubs channels, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone else knew. So that's something that we did this past week. We had a meeting, and then we also held a literature review meeting because we will be reading a lot of research papers. So we just wanted to make sure that we're equipping our students with all the skills they need, and we're not just like, okay, here's a project, go figure it out. And that's it. Thank you.
Awesome.
I have a question. So I'm planning to be a medical assistant. Is there like a club for that? For medical assisting or nursing?
1 second, let me get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Let me finish this section on the agenda real quick, and then I'll get back to you on that. Is there any other
Okay.
board member reports and or announcements? Okay, hearing none, seeing none. So to answer your question on a medical club, Brett, American Medical Association, are they chartered full charter club?
I had to restart my computer this morning, so I'm trying to find my spreadsheet with my clubs. So just one moment. There was a student nursing association, but they are not chartered yet because they had the same person as president, vice president, and treasurer. And I told them, you got to have 3 officers, and they have not got back to me. So let me just be prudent here and find that. To the person that asked that, I could send you, if you want to send an email, I could send you the contact info of that student.
I think it was Nancy.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so if you want to send an email, Brett can put his email into the chat. If you want to send an email, then he can get you in contact with the student medical club.
Okay. So I'm sending my email, right?
Yeah, Brett.
Okay.
All righty. Is there any other board member reports and or announcements at this time? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the clubs and events board on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken, nor extended discussion of any items not on the agenda. The ASB clubs and events board may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact ASB C.A.E.B president for the item of discussion be placed on a future agenda. At this time, do we have any public comment? Check the chat, make sure. Nope. Okay, hearing and seeing none. Go ahead and move on to the next item, which is adjournment. If there is no objections, we will adjourn this meeting at 10:56. Hearing and seeing no objections, this meeting is now officially adjourned at actually 10:57.